Hello, everyone. Hey, it's Donna Rurak, and you're watching Messages from Above and Beyond with Donna Rurak. Today, I'm doing a little bit of fun. Again, a fun little perspective of my living room just because of the way I've got things set up. And I kind of wanted to just do a little bit of card reading today, just some things that I've been feeling. And also, too, with that, just kind of putting it out there, what messages are coming through for me. So my little girls might be just popping in. They're hanging out in the living room with me, and just kind of listening to some really nice meditation music, just trying to center myself in the chaos and hubbub that's going on. Hi, Pearl. She's sneaking behind. There we go. So she's getting a little bit more lively. Just wanted to do a little bit of some meditation for anyone out there watching, just kind of centering ourselves in, and then we're going to get started. I really want to work with some pendulum work today and some oracle cards, and to kind of just teach you guys how to settle in as well. And because I've been chaotic in the last little while and having some things going on, energies have been a little wild and crazy, and trying to find my norm in all of this interesting new way of living. I pretty much a single at the time now, because my husband's really not around very much, and I am not doing a lot of things, just making more jewelry, doing things like my TV show, and trying to spread the light, trying to be as kind and beautiful as I can be, and just chilling out, having a blast in all of this stuff. I see that Pearl is over there and Jewel's off to this side here. You want to come? No? So I want you guys just to put your hands together if you can, in prayer position, or you can be cross-legged, and then you can even just get as comfy and cozy as you can be. And I like to do the lotus just because it's cozy for me, and I do have quite the flexibility. Other people may not be comfortable in it, so just kind of settle on in, everyone. Okay, just scooching back a little. There we go. I want you just to take a breath in with your eyes closed and hold that into your solar plexus, that beautiful healing energy, and then just slowly let it disappear and fade away as you exhale. Okay, so breath in, bringing it into your solar plexus, and then slowly letting it disappear as you breathe out. Be soft and be kind. Put a smile on your face. Breathing in and slowly letting it fall away. Now, in this sacred time for yourself, lots of things can be flying around in your mind, and we want to chase those away. That's what most of us think. Don't chase them away. Just say, oh, I see you, thank you. And focus on the breath in, bringing it into your solar plexus, and slowly letting it flow away. And as those thoughts come up, again, just say, hey, I see you, and I let you go. Feel yourself becoming softer, gentler, being kind to you. I want you to feel the white bubble of energy all the way around you. May not be very big at first, but with every breath, it expands. reaching above and below. And whatever bubble of energy is okay for you. Some may see it as white, others may be a pale blue. I want you just to enjoy that beautiful light energy all the way around you. Now, as you take a breath in, see the bubble expanding, and on exhale, let anything of uncomfort fall out of the bubble. So the bubble's getting bigger when you breathe in and dropping anything that doesn't serve you as you breathe out. Softly and gently. I want you to perceive, imagine, and create, manifest loving, healing energies all the way around you, nurturing you and caring for you. Take this light into your heart space. Smiling once again. And I want you to imagine, perceive, create absolute beautiful loving energy going into your hearts. Remembering how amazing we are, how loving we are. Just keep being you. Keep being your most vibrant self. If it means unplugging from social media, that's okay. If it means unplugging from your family and reading a book somewhere in a corner, that's good. Breathing into that heart space and letting go on out breath. Next, I want you to breathe into your throat chakra. And sigh. Breathe out. So that we say loving, kind things to others. If we have to pause before we say it, think before we say things. Be kind and loving. And I also want you to breathe in to that throat center and let go on out breath, so that we are kind and saying kind things to ourselves, even if we don't say them out loud. Remember that we communicate from love. We're going to connect our solar plexus, our heart center and throat. As we're going to communicate more openly, we're going to listen to our gut instincts, and we're going to do it from a heart space of love. Now I want you to also open up the navel chakra. accepting that nurturing love in, that beautiful orange. Because sometimes that divine love, that nurturing comes from somewhere else. It comes from friends, it comes from a coworker, it comes from your kitty cats, and there's a smile on my face. That mothering, nurturing, artistic energy, opening that one up. I know it didn't go in order today, but that's okay. Now let's open up the third eye. Space just above onto your forehead. Some may see it as an indigo, purpley blue. Others may just see it as purple. Others deep blue. It's your color. Some may just see it as a big eye popping open. Feel that expand. And let go of doubts and fears and perceptions of others. We're going to connect the navel, the solar plexus, the heart, the throat, and the third eye all together now. Feel a little wonky because we're working inside, not feeling so connected, but that's why we had that bubble. Wonderful auric bubble field all the way around us. Now your next breath, I want you to vision lotus flower or a rose blooming just above your head. Let that crown chakra open. It's beautiful, white, silvery, sparkling. Let it expand. Let all the petals burst open. Some may see it as purple, that's okay. Purple, white, pinky hues. With each breath in, it gets bigger and blooms. With each out breath, your doubts and fears wash away. Base of your tailbone, your root chakra, this big ball of red light flows down your legs deep into the earth, the energy grounding, rooting. As you are expanding your crown chakra, opening to the expanse of God, the universe, Goddess, whatever it is for you. As is above, is below, and centered. Feel yourself being connected to the divine and connected to earth. You may feel that you are stretching and your spine is growing. Big breath in, want you to come back to your solar plexus, the place we began. How is that feeling now? Do you feel more empowered? Do you feel centered? Look at your heart chakra now. How are you feeling? Do you have a deep connection with love, with yourself, with others? Your throat chakra. Do you feel that you can communicate freely, out of love, genuinely, no filters, being kind, being loving? Are you feeling nurtured again in your navel? And what about your intuitions, the feelings around you, your third eye? Go back to the beautiful blooming flower in the red ball, going deep into the earth, expanding above and below, centering. I want you just to have those other chakras, the navel, the solar plexus, your heart, your throat, and your third eye. I want you to imagine them about the size of a quarter. Your crown and your root can be about the size of a softball. And they're just all kind of floating there. And you have this incredible healing white bubble, light bubble all the way around you. And when you feel ready, put your hands back to prayer position, connecting back into your center, and we're going to work from heart space today. Taking a breath into the heart and releasing, and opening your eyes when you're ready. Good stuff, everyone. Give yourself a little stretch. I have fallen asleep just on one foot. So just kind of wanted to wake things up a little bit. Just stretch a little if you need to. Reaching out. Good stuff. So what we want to do today, I want to open, of course, I've opened up this nice, beautiful connection so that when I'm actually going to be doing some readings, when I'm going to be popping some cards out for everyone out there watching, that it's actually from a heart space. And of course, it's meant for good communication, and I'm following through with my intuitions on all the cards that I'm actually pulling. I'm actually feeling that I want to just pull one for the general, for the population, for everybody out there. And I'm actually going to do the angel therapy cards here and the oracle cards. Just going to kind of shuffle these. Just for everyone out there, just to kind of a little bit see what's going on, see what messages they have for us. And the card that I stopped with, integrity. Beautiful card. There's roses all the way around, and these beautiful roses. It's kind of like that rose that was opening up in our crown. And it says, align your actions so that they match your values and your inner knowingness of what's right for you. Oh my, it's quite the powerful card. So in this card too, she's it looks like she's just had enough. She's just just I've had enough. She's barely hanging on. Her head is just laying down, and she's just weary. She's had so much of a burden, and she just thinks that, even the roses to me today actually look like they're wilting, but it also can have another perception. So she's just taking a break, and she's taking a rest. And also the flowers at night, they're just kind of drooping off because it's cooling, and then they're about to widen and open up the next day again to receive that beautiful sunlight. So, looking at things two different ways. Now I want to read this integrity card out for you. Oh, wow. So there it was. And it says, align your actions so that they match your values and your inner knowingness of what's right for you. This card represents a response to your questions or prayers about increasing your happiness and confidence. The angel's answer is, only conduct activities that you believe are right. This is based on no one else's code of conduct but your own. The angels say that engulfing in behaviors that you feel guilty or ashamed about erode your self-esteem and your self-confidence. Conversely, you can feel great about yourself by only doing what you feel is right. Again, this is based on your own moral compass and nobody else's. The angels can help you change or heal any situation or relationship so you're able to bring your entire life fully into alignment with your inner truth. Action steps. So lay down or meditate in the process normally as though you are daydreaming. That is, allow your imagination to roam free. Instruct your mind, heart, and soul to show you a mental movie of your life, living your life as its healthiest and highest levels. Watch this movie and notice how it makes you feel. And then you say, Archangel Michael, I ask that you help me arrange my life and daily activities so I'm fully immersed and engaged in actions that reflect my higher self. Please help me let go of any behaviors, habits, or actions that have engulfed, engendered guilt or shame in the past, and replace them with actions that I feel good about. That is a perfect card, especially as we're going into a time of reflection. We've been reflecting for a few weeks here, everybody. That what is important and who is important in your life anymore? Who's falling away? Who's choosing to continue with the same kind of behaviors and, making you feel excluded or making you feel wanted? Who is it that's important in your life? All of those things. And of course, those activities. Are they making you feel good? What are you doing in your life to make you feel wonderful? Definitely the jewelry making that I've been doing has been amazing, amazing, amazing. And I'm just on a roll, just flying through, making so many more. And now I've got a new creative outlet. I'm going to create a new jewelry holder. So I went out for the last couple days. I've gone for a nice 40-minute walk yesterday, and it was over an hour the other day. And I collected some large pieces of wood. And so I'm actually going to be creating a nice, wonderful new piece for actually displaying my jewelry. I do enjoy, the bird cages that I have, but I was just feeling I needed a little bit more connection to earth and a little bit more. And as I was just wandering about, these beautiful pieces of wood were right there. And it may have looked very, very strange as I'm walking through the city carrying these great big chunks of wood. But the thing is, that's me just a little bit offbeat, a little bit different. So that integrity card really, really hit home for me as I've been really changing a large amount of my habits and letting things go, and really, really noticing almost like a backlash or from some people that are wondering why I'm not doing things with them or why I haven't messaged them. And I kind of reflected back. I'm like, well, I've been really reaching out for a lot of people for the last couple of years, and I was doing a lot of the work. And I just started to sit back and went, yeah. So when I stopped reaching out, it wasn't even that no one had really noticed, but there wasn't anybody that messaged back. And I was really the one that was always messaging or saying certain words, like, hi, I miss you, how you doing, checking in with you. And it was my responsibility. I had thought, that, it was my responsibility to be so in check with those kind of things. But everyone has free right, free will, and free choice. And so they weren't messaging me. They weren't being part of my life. And I went, oh, okay, I understand this then. And from there, I was just like, that's good. That's good to know. And I started doing more things of my creative center and doing things with my cats and just doing more meditations and doing more TV show recordings and just really just doing my do again and finding my center and finding my space And so really, really have been feeling really good about myself again, which hadn't been there for a little while. I've been having fun coloring my hair pink again. It's the wash-in color that just deposits, and it's just a little bit of fun, and it's a little bit of pep and fun. And I just wanted to just kind of connect back to myself and what's important in my life. And I see this is a pretty interesting perception, this big in-depth perception, and just opening up to, looking around you instead of just looking at the woes and the worries. And even though you may have one perception, other people around you are definitely going to have other perceptions too. And so just go with your integrity. Just keep on doing your do, and just keep being the best that you can be. Okay, next card. I actually want to pull another card, and it's the Saints and Angels. I like that deck as well. I just want to put that one out there for everybody. We're going to pull from the Saints and Angels because I have been doing a lot of prayer and a lot of, meditation, prayer, meditation, whatever it is for you. You're connecting into, like I had a great big, last one was about faith and about, how we perceive faith, or, whatever it is for you. Same thing. I always say that. I always speak that way, because we sometimes hear the word God and we're like, oh, it's all religious. And it's like, no, it's your connection. Whatever your connection is, that's what we want to work with. Also too, I just caught in the reflection, this is wiggling pretty good. Now, I've been making tons and tons of jewelry, and this one here is actually a green kyanite. Now, your green kyanite, actually, I've been wearing it nonstop because it shows you what's inside your heart. And also too, it's going to allow you to see inside other people's hearts as well. And sometimes there's a lot of uncomfort about importance and things like that. So you kind of go, ooh, okay, let's center back into myself. Let's center back. Oh, look at that. Okay, so let's center back, and flying out is speak your truth. I hear ya. Blessings of abundance, everyone. And then be brave. And look at that, confidence. Thank you. And again, just finding what's in my own heart. I get it. That's a huge message for me. And so speaking my truth, I really started to speak my truth and just really finding who I was again and rocking the boat in certain ways. So it's okay if we're kind and try to refrain from being violent, trying not to go and bringing up and drudging old past hurts out when you are speaking your truth, and try to be centered only in today as we're speaking our truth and working from that space. If you're feeling lost or if you're feeling uncomfort, why is it that, you're feeling those kind of feelings at this time? Is it because you're reflecting on the past, or you're worried about the future? Speak your truth. Be truthful to yourself as well. I've been doing a lot more jewelry, like I said, and being more, doing more projects, trying to stay in tune and in touch with people that really do mean a lot to me, that have really helped me in the last few months, in the last few years, and everyone else that has kind of fallen away. Just kind of like, okay, I see you over there, and I thank you for that lesson. So much graciousness for that as well. Blessings of abundance, everyone. As we kind of step back, we have recognized what's really important. What is it that I need for the immediate right now? Well, I looked at my food preparations, and I have enough to make for the next 2 weeks. Again, lots of food, lots in my freezer. I don't have to be traveling right now because we're not supposed to be. So I don't need fuel in my car. It's already topped up. Yeah, I also have a vehicle again. It's our vehicle. It was Ron's car, and now he has a new little car. So, I have the one that needs some repairs, and I was looking at it and going, ooh, okay, well, I have to do this, I have to repair this, and I have to repair that. And I went, oh, wait a second. I am able now to go out and grocery shop while he's gone to Regina, while I'm all by myself. I now have this outlet, and that was his intention. He said, it's so that you don't feel so isolated. You can get out, you can get, and I was looking at the sunshiny brightness of it, and I'm like, oh, wonderful. And it's just such an opportunity now for me. I now have a license plate. I guess I have more responsibility, I have more money coming out of my account, but at the same time now I will have this vehicle that's reliable enough for the highway, but I will need to get some things fixed on that. And it's just like, oh, okay, so look at your abundance, look at your blessings currently. What do I need? Right now, I don't need anything. I have now a vehicle that's plated. I now have I can go out and I can go grocery shopping, which I don't need to do right now, but also too reflecting on looking all the way around me, looking that I could be making these TV recordings and putting them on, certain platforms and sharing what I have, my messages, and how exciting is it that we've got these kind of really wild things out there. So just an example of like looking at your abundances, looking at your blessings as you are right now, and try not to be looking ahead or looking too far ahead. We can plan, we can make some ideals or plans, but until the end of May now, I myself can't do any social activities. I can't be teaching any of my classes yet. I don't have any major income coming in. Probably shouldn't be spending too much money. So I'm just making things and I'm creating things, and I went out in nature, and I'm going to create a wonderful new display. And does it cost me anything? Nope, nothing, except for the power to run my power drill and my, the screws that I'm going to put into it and lock it down nice and tight. And then I'm going to pretty it up with some natural ornaments and just have some fun with it. That's me, just making the best of every situation, as I've always have. So the last card here was basically, not the last one, is confidence, but this is being brave. And this interesting new world that we are in, there's also this beautiful leopard that I'm seeing, this black panther leopard. And interesting enough, that has been coming through in a lot of readings for me. And that black panther is, my book is not with me right now, the animal one, but it is mystery, and it is also too that people are always going to continue, the leopard never changes its spots. So we have some core values and we have some core beliefs that we really can't really kind of steer away from too much, unless we really make some effort, or when we really, really just want to understand ourselves a little bit better. That one is, coming up for me a lot. Is, I like to be genuine. I like to be myself. I like being loving and kind and just, being as sweet as I possibly can. And a lot of times I was actually doing that so much to the point of actually harming myself, because I was giving so much of myself away to a lot of different people. And I went, wait a second, who's actually reciprocating that back? Again, it comes back to that. Who's actually giving back to you and giving authentically back to you? Because you can really tell, I'm being an empath like myself, when someone's got their attention divided, or when they just, pardon me, but really don't give a crap anymore. You can feel that. You can really, really tell that it's just not there. Now, I can't say why that attention's not there or how come that's not there, but I can just still feel that feeling is there. So unless I hear the actual truth or the words that are actually wise coming out, you just feel that feeling. And so because I'm the wounded healer, always got to be about, what's going on around me. It's not, a lot of times it's nothing to do with me. So it's just like letting that stuff go and being brave to let that stuff go, making new changes. So that leopard not really being able to change her spots is, I have this loving and caring and beautiful side to me, but I do have to be more confident. And that's that last card. This one, dear, is, everyone out there, this is Saint Michael, or Archangel Michael, and cutting those cords, releasing all of those old patterns. And I do feel that this new beautiful light above here, this beautiful sphere of energy, so many of us are having vivid dreams about people leaving our lives, or people that are just completely, destroying everything around you. The dream I woke up from, dream nightmarish, and then I was able to go within it, and I was like, okay, hang on, I'm not comfortable with those feelings. I had this incredible dream that actually I went to a wonderful healing center, and this healing center, actually, it was just an energy field, and it felt like it was in India, because there was just these amazing gold palaces, and then there was just wonderful carved work, and I was really seeing a lot of the old Sanskrit writing as well. And I did see some of the wheels, and so spinning that wheel, that healing wheel, and it's basically a prayer wheel. And so I was just praying, and I was just spinning this wheel, and then my arms were getting tired, and I said, okay, why am I using my arms? Just do it with thought, do it with feeling, do your intentions. And so I kept on just using prayer and intention, and there's beautiful Jewel coming in. So this prayer, I just put out this prayer for the whole world, and for the whole world, to sort itself out, and for people all the way around me to sort themselves out, because I'm no longer able to assist everyone in those capacities anymore. And I mean, if they haven't chosen what I honestly have anymore, or they don't want to, receive, that's cool. I can't give, and them, not taking. So I just sent out the prayer and sent out that amazing energy. And this was actually really neat, because this card actually was a reflection of the energy field that was actually all the way around. And it was just, I was this all-encompassing light. And the words that I was speaking, of course, and like I do now, is just like, just let it be. And it's hard. We want to help others. We want to be there. We want to do these things. But again, you can lead the horse to water, but if that horse don't want to drink, there's nothing you could do. So again, my hands are out like this. I'm given, and that is all I have. And so this confidence card coming up again for me, and for all of you out there as well, is just be yourselves. Just remember that we are these incredible, amazing beings. And you know what? What we have is what we have. And if you want to expand yourself and you want to learn things, great. But there's a but. There's always a but. The thing is, what if we were just looking within for a little bit and reflecting in? And that's that abundance of the blessings. What about what we actually truly already have? And just really acknowledging that you're pretty incredible and you're pretty special. And I just wanted to share that. Now, I also want to do something really fun, because I've got these cards out, and I want to just shuffle them back in. I want to teach you guys a little bit about pendulums right now. Now, which way is which way, and which one's the right way, and how do you know which your pendulum is? There's so many questions, all that. Just like I do with the cards, just kind of letting them flow and letting them go, and one will pop out. Blessings of abundance, everyone, again. Perfect. Okay, same kind of thing we're going to do with pendulums. Now I have Jewel showing everyone her butt. Hey, you two going to be okay over there? Thanks. They're getting along. They are starting to get along. But you will still get that little, I'm in charge. So I've got some pendulum, and it's kind of handy because they'll go right in front of the camera here. Ooh, a little bit farther back. Okay, so we've got a whole bunch of different ones here, and now they're swinging like crazy. Awesome. So I just have them. I like going with colors for different kinds of things, working on different chakras. And you can, of course, I do make little chakra balancing ones, or we even have them in a little set, and you can switch them out. And you can work specifically over each of the chakras as well. And what do they kind of mean? All of those questions could be answered by me. You can always message me. Also, too, when we're doing some divination, we're talking with spirit, we always want to make sure that we are going above, okay? So we're using that wonderful connection. I'd say, the source connection, God's love, whatever it is for all of you out there, that we want to reach up outside of ourselves. We want to allow those messages to come through. Now today, because I want to talk about love a little bit, let's go to rose quartz here. So this is a rose quartz pendulum, and she's just a shaken. And so I want to teach you guys what I like to do first is I just like to clear this energy. Pull down and push it off. Pull. And I kind of like to do it in the sense of 3. Now she's really wiggling. I like to just hold it for a second. And you can also bring it to heart center because you only want this of love. But we also want to imagine that energy coming from our crown down and communicating through us into the pendulum. Now, as I record this, we're going to go, this is for me, clockwise. Clockwise is a yes, and counterclockwise is a no. There you go. So when we're outside, no can also be a straight line. This pendulum really likes to respond to me. Thank you so much. So just clearing this, all doubts, there we go. So I have the question of the COVID-19. Yes, it is to heal us. That is a definite yes. Now we are on an expansion, and an expansion, an integration of new loving energies, and this is truth. The circle is just going round and round and round. Now, was it designed? This going into a no. Yeah, this is a straight back and forth into a no. Okay, was this government planned? This is a no, everybody. Okay, was this nature? And you see she's spinning. That's a yes. Everything is about evolution. That was the message that I received as well. That this was just a mere evolution. And yes, it's already mutated, I believe, once. So there's now 2 strains, which is an uncomfortable feeling. But we are learning, everyone, about the importance of modern medicine to work with our natural medicines, and that's a yes. Also, our connection to faith, that somebody is working on this. Is that correct? No? We're on both. Truth. Okay, so I just heard the message. Everyone is working on both of them to work on both the strains. Yes. Okay. Everybody, our normal practices and making sure that we're distancing are preventing the spread. Is this truth? Yes. Good. Also, too, asking a pendulum instead of a doctor. Everyone would be, Donna, use your mind. The thing is, there's so much fear-based stuff putting out there, even by the media. It scares people. So we have to connect. Stay home. Stay safe. Make sure you're practicing. But also, too, being compassionate. We have to open up more, and this is the message, open up more for our communications. Because sometimes our relationships have been based basically on more than just communication. They were, on physical, tangible things. Yeah, good. So, moving forward, how's this world going to be expanding? We are going to ask, is Is it more technical? There's a wavering. Oh, we're kind of going loopy-loop. So we're going between a yes. It's not so technical. We have been able to reach out more technically. That's a yes. But we are doing a lot of reflection within, is what I just heard. Yeah. So, all about love, everyone. Just a little bit of fun. What kind of questions? Are my old associations, old friends going to come back? That's a no. Are new friends being made? Yes. Is money important? It's already going. No. It's going back and forth. And I want to talk about that. It's kind of going to this and to that. That's it can be. We're still going to have a currency, but there's also going to be more and more trades have been happening. More and more people have been expanding their horizons on those things as well. So just a little bit of fun with the pendulums. I love using the pendulums actually to work on healing people as well. And the one I really enjoy, I love a clear quartz. So I'm going to take a clear quartz, everybody. Okay? So now we are going to start at the base chakra. So you can close your eyes if you want. And what I'm going to do is the pendulum here. I'm going to work on everybody's root. Opening that root chakra. This is our sense of security, a sense of well-being. There you go. Now I'm going to get the pendulum to stop. And we're going to work on the navel chakra, everybody. This is our sense of compassion, nurturing, artistic expression. Lots of people dance. There we go. Movement. Yay! Awesome. Next is the solar plexus. How confident we feel. And lots of us feel that we have to feel connected, or in order to have our confidence back is we have to prove ourselves, or we have to show how powerful we are, see how strong we are. Nope, that's not a thing. Feeling confident is just a knowingness, a trust in yourself. And sometimes that trust has been dissolved. And it's really, really a big step in faith to get you back into that trust. There we are, everybody. Just your stuff. Nobody else has to be there. Just think of you in a beautiful sunshiny yellow. Good. Into our heart space, everybody. Let's clear that off for you. Big, beautiful ball of green. There you go. Caring, loving, nurturing. Joy is here. And Jewel is checking it out. You bet. She's a big one for my heart. Yeah. Perfect. Let's work on throat now. Lay down, Jewel. Throat, everybody, so that we speak our truth. But as we speak our truth, we are loving and kind about it. That we are beautiful and sweet. But also, too, when we have to say no. A no is a no for us. And a yes. Big opening up to that one. You want to just watch it, do you? You're going to get dizzy. let's go the third eye. Hey, you want to play? Third eye, everybody. This is our intuitions. This is our seeing things ahead of time. And Jewel just keeps on watching. Oh, opening up that third eye. Good. And last but not least, everybody, let's open up our crown so that we're listening to the divine. We're actually experiencing the divine messages. Maybe we see the beautiful clouds change and see a pattern. Maybe we're given a beautiful sunshine bursting through those clouds. There we go. That's opening up like the big, beautiful white rose or lotus flower. Good stuff. Now, everyone, that's another way that we can open ourselves. We can really use that pendulum, of course, to work through the blockages on ourselves. As you're kind of just letting that pendulum flow, you can simply ask the questions, which one is blocked. Like, you can go through each of those, and of course, it may seem odd, but so a clockwise position is going to be actually a yes, or you can program it to be a no with a counterclockwise or a straight line. Now, I like to use the counterclockwise when I'm outside because the wind can carry it, and it'll really physically, you could see that it would actually switch direction if it's an actual no. You can ask yourself the pendulum, and you can do that work. Of course, the pendulum is just that physical connection from the divine. And so we're not doing the work. We're letting the divine, we're letting God, source, energy work through that tool for us. It's not a parlor trick. It's not a, manufactured kind of thing. It's letting ourselves be connected. And so it's not a talisman. It's not as I got that on through my back, because I can hear and I can feel judgment. You're using something, but the thing is, natural medicines, natural signs like this have been used in many, many, many times. That's of course a large amount, like the burning bush, in the Bible, the biblical times. There's many, many different signs in there that are actually of the natural arts, is what I call them. Or, we're just connecting into those things. Jewel's just hanging out and enjoying everything. I just wanted to say thank you again, everyone, for watching Messages from Above and Beyond with Donna Rurak. And I just wanted to center everyone in today, get a little bit more, and just some of that little messages out there for everyone. I hope those help you out for this week's episode, and of course learning a little bit about the pendulum. And I do have the classes that I do teach, and I will be teaching the crystal therapy class. Is going to be bumped back, probably a little bit more. I don't know exactly when. Facebook, you can check me out at Above and Beyond /Donna Rurak, or on Precious Therapies. And you can also contact me at 306-620-2348 for any kind of appointments by distance. We can do distance readings, and we can also do distance healing sessions. I've definitely been doing a lot more of those, and I love the connections. It's pretty amazing when all of those things do come in hand, and Jewel's just enjoying this lovely healing energy. Oh yes, she just melts. Yeah, she's just sending some wonderful love to everyone out there, and stay home, stay safe, everyone. And all of those out there that are working, I really do appreciate all of you. All of the store clerks, to the grocery department, the people that are in emergency services, all of our essential services. Thank you so much. Everyone that's looking after my husband in the hospital, going through his treatments. Thank you so much, everyone, for all of your essential services. And we really have gotten a new perspective of what is really, really important. I'm of course considered non-essential, so that's why I'm not open to the public, but I'm available, of course, distantly, and doing phone conversations, and hopefully seeing my sunshine and bringing a little bit of light to everyone's life in this format of these recordings. So thank you everyone again. I really do feel that I'm giving to the world in these little formats. So have a wonderful day and brightest blessings of love and light, everyone. Take care of yourselves, take care of each other, and make sure that we're being kind and loving and sweet. And also too with that we're not putting up with BS anymore. Thank you everyone. Take care of yourselves. Love and light.